We got, $30 on Monday when I streamed. I could have, dude. I could have swore I wrote an article about the Thing video game. What the fuck? Where is it?
I got you now. Yeah, you're on. Just now, yep. But the I wasn't. Ball's not either. Nope. You had it for one of them. Still no. Still no. Still no, just like those Padres. What's up, Jess? How's it going?
I'm gonna have to like go into the back end of our website to look for it. I can't find it. I know I have one on there. I can't find it. Oh. Wait, which one was it? Ah. I still do.
Nope, still no. Yeah.
So it's saying to link back to Night Dive Studios coverage. This isn't Night Dive Studios, but I want to link this anyway, just to prove to them that this is my favorite horror movie of all time. I'm gonna. And then they're gonna look at it and they're gonna be like, "Get this fucking clown out of here." Who the fuck is this guy? Fuck, I forgot to get the clip of the raid leader kicking me yesterday.
Still no.
I'll get it. I don't care.
Hello? Hello? Balls, wieners? Worms and plastic minnows.
Yep, you're good.
Worms and plastic minnows? Okay. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Turn my vocals up in the headphones.
And guess who's the new fucking guild tank? Me. It's me. I am.
But are you a mountain rider?
What does that mean?
All right. On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we're going to be talking about the new WoW 20th anniversary celebration. Is it too much of a grind? For some people, they say yes. For others, they say no. Bob is getting at it, getting after it with lots of his pickup group comrades, and we're going to recap Worlds 2024. Obviously, it's not over yet, but it's over for us. But it's still real to me, damn it. And we got a whole lot more for you. So make sure that you strap yourselves in, keep your arms and legs inside the podcast at all times, because it is time for yet another episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Let's ride. Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy, Papa Don. We're back live, direct, and handsome. It's episode 310? 410? 510?
311. 411. 411, I think.
411. And the 411 is that we're motherfucking back. It's me, Tiggy Bob. We're back on these internet streets. You already know what it is. And if you don't, we're going to tell you. Let's just get right into it. We'll do a little weekend recap, and I'll introduce the boys, of course. Holding it down right now. A man of multiple roles, talents, senses, premonitions, cognitions, emissions. And a man who is looking absolutely motherfucking yoked, by the way. Dr. Bob, how are you doing today?
You want to see the pterodactyl wings again?
Do it. Let's see it. Do it again. One more time.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, damn. Crazy. How are you, Bert? What have you been up to? What have you been playing? What have you been doing?
Week number 6 on the fucking 5x5 workout. Week number 6, going strong. Fucking 5 days a week, doing either lifting or doing cardio. I'm fucking and still counting calories. Down like 10 pounds right now. Fucking, oh god, muscles are coming back. I'm feeling it. Oh god, I'm fucking feeling it. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Good.
Busy work week.
Great.
New WoW 20th anniversary came out. We'll touch upon that, but
For sure.
I don't really know. I'm struggling to navigate through it. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do, but I'm just leveling alts right now to get to 80 so I can have so I could take over JB's previous council as the mayor of Toontown.
That's a tough job. That's a big crown to bear there.
Yeah, well, I got a big bald head.
Very true.
What else? Streamed Hollow Body on Monday, so thank you everybody who tuned into that and donated. Thank you for everybody who donated.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm almost done with it. I think I have like one more section of that game, and then I'm done with it. And then I'll just play other shitty horror or like not shitty, but like other throwaway, not huge horror games to end up the month.
I love that.
What else? I don't know. I haven't really been doing anything else.
All right.
Been raiding. Raiding's going fucking well.
Yeah.
We're on to Queen. Gotta kill the Queen.
You must.
Yeah, I mean, I thought she died already. I thought she died like early this year or something.
She's not dead until you kill her.
Middle last year.
I see what you say. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm smelling what you're selling.
Oi, bruv. But yeah, we're on to the Queen. Dude, when we fought the Silken Court, well, I just gotta highlight this for you. On Friday of last week, we were clearing all the other early bosses. I just switched my spec from Ride of the Apocalypse to Breath of Sindragosa because everyone was yelling at me like, dude, you don't want to do big numbers? You don't want to do more damage? You do more damage. And I was like, I like this though. It's fun and it's easy. And I don't have to think.
Right.
But then everybody bullied me into doing it. I succumb to peer pressure so fucking easily.
You really do. Yeah,
terrible.
You do.
So I swapped specs. And then Friday we had a random Frost DK who was doing breath in our shut up, Ken. In our raid. And they were doing I was doing double the damage I was doing before. So like I was probably doing 400k, 450k before. I was probably up to like 800 to 900k DPS. And then the other Frost DK was up to like 1.4 mil. And I looked at that and I was like, what the fuck? Like, how is this? What is the gap? Because we have the same specs, we're using the same abilities. It like the player gap is the difference.
Yeah.
Realized his Breath of Sindragosa uptime was fucking 75% or like 750% longer than mine. Took that shit to Mythics, practice it. Come raid night Saturday night, fucking oh my god, I had an inhaler in each hand and I was fucking breathing, baby.
Just absolutely breathing on him.
I was fucking breathing. Felt good.
Love
I
it.
missed my horse, but it felt good.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Well, that's beautiful, and I'm glad to hear that things are going well on the MMO front. We love to hear that. Tiggy, how are you, sir? Absolutely. I heard when there's the second that you logged on, I heard a fucking bald eagle scream right behind my computer, and I knew it had to be you. And I know that not all has been pleasant in the world of League of Legends lately, but I hope that you're doing well. What's been happening with you lately?
I'm doing well, Last weekend, we got up as a house. Sunday morning to watch the infamous Genji versus FlyQuest battle, and it was literally a battle amongst the gods there for a minute, and we had him, and we let him slip away.
Yeah.
We let him slip away, but super proud, super happy of him. But fuck, man, I mean, still sad.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Yep. I wish. Oh man, I so much wish we won because I hate the all. Oh, you should be so proud, NA. You should be so proud. And I get it. I'm proud. I'm a big FlyQuest fan.
Yeah.
Huge. But damn it, man. Like I wanted to win so bad, dude.
I know.
I wanted to win, and every little sliver of doubt that went through the chat or that was said over the press, I just wanted to stand up and pop in the face. I'm like, we can actually win this. I don't know where. Oh man, we aren't as big of underdogs as we think we are.
Right.
And damn, it was really cool to watch. Really incredible. Excited to watch the semifinals this weekend, and it's gonna be China on China, Korea on Korea, naturally. So we will have a
yawn
cross league. Yeah, woohoo. I hope Genji wins. Honestly, if Faker somehow comes alive and beats Genji again.
You know how they have to shorten that in case they're running out of time before the game starts. The commentators have to shorten that.
How do they do that?
China on China, Korea on Korea, cock on cock.
Oh yeah.
They gotta just in case they get they're getting the light, the beam, hey, the players are on stage, they're picking now. Instead of saying dragging it out, China on China, Korea on Korea, it's cock on cock.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the stage.
Yeah. That's a good abbreviation.
Yeah.
Other than that, I golfed on Monday. Shot incredibly well. Had a good time. Going to golf this weekend. Been playing a little bit of League of Legends. New champ just got released and is completely going to destroy the game again, as per usual, as every Worlds League. And it's funny, this new champ has 20 abilities like the last one, and people are like, yeah, Blitzcrank W ends up slowing yourself. And then these champs just stay alive forever. So, I mean, the game's not in a great spot. Well, the game's in an all right spot. There's just, 5 dumb broken champions that you have to ban every game or else it's going to be miserable for one of you.
As you do. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I
wonder if they reach a threshold of number of champions in the game, will they expand the number of ban slots? I think 5 and 5 right now is reasonable, but how many champions are out? 200 and something?
Yeah.
What happened? When they hit 300, do you make it 6 bans? How does that work?
I still think so. There's over 140, it says. The 100th champion was Jace, and I feel like he's been out for 10 years. So
that's when I started playing the game.
Yeah,
that's when I started playing.
Yeah, it's probably close to 200 now. I think we had a good idea if they ran it like a set, kind of like TFT, and if instead of the 150 champions, you only have 70 with different echelons, AP, AD. You got some bruisers, you got some assassins. I think that'd be really cool. And I don't know. Probably not, but that'd be a cool mode. Maybe a separate mode. I don't know. But it's miserable to hop in there and then you're playing against, Cassante or this champ or Aurora, and it's just you get your shit kicked in for 35 minutes and you just
not good. Just not good.
It's not good, but that's league.
Yeah, that's showbiz, baby. Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I've played League anytime soon, but obviously sad about the FlyQuest thing. We'll talk about that. But Playing a lot. Playing. I mean, I haven't had a ton of time. This week has been super hectic, so I haven't had a ton of time to play really much of anything. But played as much WoW as I've been able to. Pumped to get into the 20th anniversary celebration. Where we'll talk about that as well. But just having a lot of fun healing, doing the healing thing instead of the DPS fucking arms race, rat race. I just, it's just been, I feel like it's been kind of miserable lately to try to keep up with the ever demanding pug community. The pre-made groups that people are doing. And since I don't really have as much time as everybody else, I can't like commit to guild rating and stuff like that. So, it fucking sucks and it's just not fun. So I am very happy to, be using healing as an outlet to play the game because otherwise, it's fucking miserable to just try to like compete against people. So
queue times for time walking dungeons for DPS are 9 minutes.
that's pretty.
You get into as a healer or a tank immediately.
Yeah, in like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. No, I definitely have had lots of fun just like immediately getting into content as a tank or a healer. I do have a fully leveled tank. I mean, it's not fully geared yet, but I do have a tank as well that I haven't really tried tanking at all in the War Within, but it's always good to kind of switch it up a little bit. So maybe I'll try that eventually. But why don't we come back around to Worlds real quick? Worlds 2024. Obviously, we have FlyQuest versus Gen G. Series went 5 games. We were up watching it. I know, Tiggy, it was like 5 a.m. your time. You got the whole house up, which was incredible. What were your first thoughts, overall thoughts on the matchup, on the way the matches went? Because I know it was going through all of our heads after that first game. But obviously things kind of went back and forth quite a bit. So what were your sentiments, your notions?
Yeah, I mean, we started out so hot, and the draft went really well in our favor, and it was just kind of the same game that you thought would happen, where Gen G was going to play a little more traditional, and then we really kind of just showed our champion queue a lot during that game 1, and we're kind of like, listen, we're not bowing down to you. Like, we're playing our own fucking game, and we're gonna keep that rolling. And they played extremely well. Like, the middle bot lane played just immaculate that first game, and I don't know, man. Oh my god, it's bringing back like bad memories, honestly, just reliving it. But it was so cool, and when we won that first game, it was such a shock because everyone was like, maybe they'll win one map,
Right.
Maybe.
No,
maybe.
I mean, everybody was
Did
talking
Gen
about them
G
getting swept.
Did Gen G drop a map to anybody before this? I don't think
No,
they did.
I don't think they did.
Not a world.
That's
No.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
a
think they
Worlds.
dropped a single map to anybody at Worlds.
And the only match they lost all year was the LCK final in the summer to Hanwha. So we put them on the back burner early with the game 1. They came back around, and I think blue side won, I think, the first 3 games or something like that. It ended up being like very side dependent, it seemed like. So they take the blue side. And I think game 2 was the champ selection that we knew we were going to do again, where we picked very, very like, I want to say not even pocket picks, but just standard picks. And we kind of went out of our game a little bit.
Yeah.
And they absolutely smoked us. Absolutely smoked us. And it was like, holy shit, okay. Did we just get lucky? Game 3, we come right back to the bread and butter, and we go crazy on them. Yeah. And, oh, man, we had to win that game 4. We had to win the game 4. We knew if it was going 5, if it was going silver scrapes, it was going to be, it's our first time there. It's our first time. And we're such a young team, and we're on the biggest stage of all time, and those nerves can get to you.
Yeah.
And, oh, man, we had to get that done just a little earlier. I thought it was incredible. I'm going to go back through all the champs. Bob, what did you think? Because I know you have like a much longer tenure of League of Legends back in the day.
I mean, they heavy targeted Inspired in the bans overall. Like they were banning. I think one draft they banned fucking 4 junglers. I mean, that it's ballsy of them to do, but it's also like understandable knowing that they could play fucking. It didn't matter who they drafted,
Right?
Because they'd be able to play it to a caliber that would win regardless. I guess it was just like when you have that crazy aggressive jungle presence,
Yeah.
and somebody like Inspired to like really facilitate it. Yeah, they just targeted the shit out of him the whole time. I mean, again, some of the champions that slipped through just Cassante broken, Jax broken. Did they play Nocturne? I don't know if they played Nocturne at all. I think
No
Nocturne got
Nocturne,
banned.
yeah. But they played a lot of that Skarner rework, and that
Yep.
shit is so dumb.
Skarner broke it. Like, that's, it's tough. Whippo's playing champions like fucking Urgot. Granted, Urgot's strong. He's incredibly strong with Urgot. It's just one of those tough things where it's like, you're at a champion to champion disadvantage. And then realistically speaking, you could be at a lane to lane disadvantage because these are some of the greatest players on the planet. I don't know. Game 1 was fucking incredible. Watching the commentators shit down their own pants as it was happening live was hilarious. And then I called it like when FlyQuest went up 2-1 early, that was what they needed the most. Because going down 2-1, you might as well just fucking just wash it away. That's the upset. They got 1 win. Or they took 1 match. Going up 2-1, being the underdog, being in the winning seat. But I think when it all boils down to it at the end, in the last game, I was telling you guys this in the group text, the Fiddlesticks pick I thought was brilliant because they had Yone in mid, they needed AP,
Yep.
and the the surprise team fight factor of Fiddlesticks in this game is if you pull it off, you get an ace. And then you get objectives for free. The problem is, at no point could they pull it off. They lost lanes. He got out jungled because in reality, like, you have to farm to 6 as Fiddlesticks. And then there's a lot of preemptive setup to getting a team fight with a Fiddlesticks to work before you can actually get that team fight to happen. And they just never had the space and they never had the time to make it happen. I think if they... it's tough to say. Like, you really have to play so fucking safe in lane that you can't die and you can't give over a first blood or you can't lose tower plates. Like, you would have to play so fucking safe and just farm till 6 and then force something like around an objective like Grubs or Dragon. And unfortunately, like, Gen G made the right plays of playing aggressive early before level 6. So it's tough. It was. I saw the vision. I saw the drafts. I saw the vision. I had that fucking like that Doctor Strange fucking outside of your body fucking thing, where I was just floating behind the FlyQuest team, and I was like, I see it. I see the vision. Now execute.
Yeah, it was like how many possibilities, how many realities, how many realities did you see, Bob? How many did
900 fucking 48,742. There's only one of them in which this Fiddlesticks pulls it off.
There's only one. Yeah, I mean, that Fiddlesticks pick, I think, that made so many people go absolutely bananas, which was awesome to see. There was a clip from a Korean streamer who was not streaming in English, but like even just like, he's doing like the commentary and he's like, oh, they really need something. And I think you had actually said it around the same time, Bob. You were like, they need something with like super high like attack power to like ramp up and like smash their faces in once they get up there. And then it's just like, I need like a supercut of all the commentators once that Fiddlesticks pick got locked in. And obviously, like, I mean, game 1, you smashed their teeth in. Game 2, it was like a complete reversal. Like, we got punched in the mouth pretty hard. And it was just back and forth, just like punishing one another. And, I think something that we were saying from the beginning is that I'm just like so sick of the NA like little brother attitude. And even when we lost in the previous round, I felt like the vibes were low. You know, like we're going into knockouts, and it's just like, oh, here we are, like we're just little old NA, like don't mind us, like we just want to be here to be friends and learn from all the good people. And Rockin', thank you for redeeming 40,000 channel points for everybody doing 5 push-ups. I've never seen that one get redeemed before, so pumped about that. Hold on, let's drop and give Rockin' 5 here.
Let's hold on. Let's go one at a time so we don't have just dead air. Okay. So Tiggy, how did you feel about the fiddle pick?
So I like the fiddle pick. I see him in solo queue all the time, and it's the worst thing of all time. Whether you're laning, whether he's playing jungle, people play him support to be trolls, and it's terrible. But like you said, he had a power farm, and first objective, he's there, he's level 5, and the enemy jungler, Skarner, was level 6, and it's like, done, gotta leave. And he was just behind just slightly every single time. And then almost every single team fight, like you said, he just couldn't get into a position where he could surprise attack and just get them all bunched up.
I mean, the problem was Gen.G had so much fucking vision control that, like, you can't hide in a bush. The one time it worked was bot lane, where where Inspired was already set up for like 15 seconds beforehand.
Yeah.
And that was the only time.
I'll do my push there.
All right. But yeah, no, I mean, even that first game, like, you know, the commentary was that, oh yeah, you know, Gen.G doesn't need to really like do these early team fights because, you know, they're just going to scale on their own and blah, blah, blah. And then meanwhile, FlyQuest just comes out of nowhere and just starts pushing their shit in. And it was beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. You know, I was really happy to see that, you know, FlyQuest was shedding that little brother attitude in the second round. Not going to lie, I mean, I was worried going into the Gen.G matchup, not because it was Gen.G, but just because it seemed like the team was demoralized. You know, like, just the attitude with NA is just like, hey, we're just like happy to be here, and that's fine. Like, we can be happy to be here, but, like, we should never be going into international competition by saying, like, it's not like we're some, like...
We're not a Make-A-Wish team.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. That's exactly what the words I'm looking for. Like, we're not... Like, when you watch the Olympics and there's, you know, the countries that have, like, one athlete, and it's like, yeah, they were, like, formally recognized as a country 5 years ago. Like, this is a stunning and inspirational appearance. Like, we're not here to be a charity. Like, NA made it farther than any other Western team, took a map off of an Eastern team, unlike any other fucking Western team. And, I mean, listen, if we match up against... If we drew G2 or something before that, or any other fucking LEC team, I mean, we had a tough road. And I think if we had matched up against a team outside the East, we just take it one step further. But sadly, no other Western teams made it. I also think that FlyQuest Liquid draw sucked. I was really pissed about that. And, you know, it would have been nice to see them. Granted, you know, you take it a step further, great, we get the win. That also wasn't a guaranteed win because we've lost to Liquid before when it matters. And I thought Liquid played well. I mean, they weren't playing lights out, but I thought they played well. But it just would be nice to don't go digging that persona out of the trash. I have no interest in seeing yet another like wimpy display next year where like half the people doing LCS related content are like, oh, we're just Widow NA and we're just here to play with the big boys. Like, can we play with your toys in the sandbox? Like, no, we're here to fucking kick your teeth in. And FlyQuest show that they're perfectly capable of that. I don't think enough can be said about, like, is it Demonte? Is he the coach for FlyQuest? Is that who I'm thinking of?
I know Nuke Duck's one of them, right?
Nuke Duck.
I think
Demonte is like one of the managers for FlyQuest too. He's a performance coach. Yeah, he's one of the, like, so I mean, I don't think it can be understated how the performance coordination and the coaching probably factors into that. Obviously, you have the raw talent, but like we don't get that far without that type of coaching and those like strategic decisions. And I think that's where League is so different than, coaches or IGLs in CSGO or in the CDL or whatever, because it's like you can only really coach so much. Like, yeah, there's strategy, and obviously there's like different map tactics that you can play, but like League has such a multi-dimensional strategy to it that coming up with those comps and the backup plans is really some incredible shit. So, I mean, all the credit in the world to the coaches, who I feel like nobody really was talking about, because you don't get that far without planning outside the box and planning the strategy that's going to stun some of the best teams in the world. So
yeah, shout out the coaches. They played incredible, and like you said, I hope this roster stays together.
Me too.
I feel pretty confident they will, considering how well they did in the spring and the summer, and then on the international stage. Next year, we got 3 splits, 3 different events, 3 chances for international play. So I hope this team just keeps growing, because, if they don't ban 4 jugglers every fucking game, and an Ivern sneaks through or an Amumu sneaks through on something that Inspired can play a lot more comfortably.
yeah.
Who knows what would have happened.
And yeah, this is what, the fourth this is the 4th competition they've played as a team, right? You have spring, and we said it back in spring. We said this is their first split that they're playing together as this composition, as this iteration of FlyQuest. Let's see where they go. And then, you have MSI, which we're not going to talk about, but summer, they hoist their first trophy.
Yeah. Well, then they switch out Jensen too. They get quad.
Right.
Korea.
You make those adjustments, you pick up quad, and when you think about it, I mean, this is only the 2nd split that they've played as a team, or competition that they've played as a team. You have summer, which we ended up, hoisting the trophy, their very first trophy, and now you have Worlds. So when we go back to spring, I don't think there's anything in between Worlds and spring, right? There's no.
So I don't know what they're gonna call it, because there's gonna be 3 splits, and I think the first event is going to be a little earlier than MSI. MSI is going to be pushed back a little bit, and then Worlds. So there's going to be 3 total splits, 3 international events next year. So it's going to be jam-packed. And yeah, so it should be super cool. We should see a lot more international play, a lot more chances for us to play teams outside of our region, to play those Eastern teams, which can only benefit us and help us. And yeah, super exciting.
Well, also, I can't remember who had put it out, but one of the LCS leadership basically had said, if it wasn't for FlyQuest, we wouldn't even be going back to best of 3s for LCS, because so many people had tuned in just to watch them play that kind of made up for pretty much all the other shit shows that were going on with the LCS, with teams pulling out and having to implement the promotion relegation thing. Like, yeah, we're going to best of 3s because, like, people want to see, like, FlyQuest and Liquid duke it out, and that's amazing. So they're clearly being, like, the tide that raises all ships, and we just love to see that, so.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, looking forward to that. But speaking of things I'm looking forward to spending more time with, we have the 20th anniversary event for World of Warcraft. It is the 20th anniversary of WoW. It is the 30th anniversary of the Warcraft universe. Bob, you want to tell the people a little bit about the 20th anniversary, what's going on, what you've experienced so far?
Yeah, there's like this big event going on in, it's not Orgrimmar, Kalimdor is like the continent, right?
Yeah,
Orgrimmar is.
It's in it's in Kalimdor. It's in the oh my God, what's the
I can't remember. I don't know the names off the top of my head. I have to look.
Caverns of Time. Caverns
Yes.
of Time is the area, but yeah, Tanaris is the zone.
So big event, and when I say big, I mean it's like 2 football fields next to each other.
Yeah.
That's about the size of the
Pretty
event.
big.
But there's a bunch of like weeklies, daily quests that go on. Your leveling is, if you complete one of the weekly quests, you get a 10% bonus to your XP. But because you already have the anniversary or the 20th anniversary, I think you already have 20% or 10% guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And every level 80 character you have inside of the War Within gives you an additional 5%. So right now I have 3 level 80s, That's 15 plus 10 plus 10. That's 35 extra percent bonus XP. But there's a bunch of like small celebratory shit of like mount offs, transmog competitions, story time with Lore Master Cho.
Freak offs.
What is it?
Nothing.
I haven't been invited to any of the freak offs yet. There are like secret doors that I'm finding.
They're in there, yeah. You gotta you gotta pick up. It's a gray item. It's a bottle of baby oil, and then once you get 1,000 stacks, you get invited to the freak off. You get the freak off daily.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to go fucking farm. But yeah, there's a bunch of other shit like Chromie's Codex, which that's like
It's a weird scenario.
I'll never do that again.
Yeah, that was a little.
I've done
yeah.
that. Maybe I'll do that for the bronze tokens and shit. But you're collecting. Once again, you're collecting the 999th fucking different currency in World of Warcraft
Yep.
to spend on tier set transmogs, to spend on mounts, to spend on toys, to spend on like the whole point is to go do these fucking things. You get bonus XP, you get bonus reputation, you acquire the currency very slowly, by the way. There are a trillion things that you could buy with this currency.
Yeah.
And I have 28, I think, at this point.
Damn, already? I have like fucking 19. I gotta go back and do more.
I leveled one character from 60 to 80 in a day and a half.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So what I've been doing is I leveled my third character who was stuck in Shadowlands. Thank God I got Matt Damon out of Shadowlands.
Oof.
That place fucking sucked.
Yeah, rotted.
Yeah, just went straight into time walking dungeons. Got all the bonus XP. Got to level 80 earlier today, and now I'm going to start leveling my monk healer.
There you go.
But yeah, there's a bunch of shit. Like you can go farm rares. You can farm world bosses. There's dragons all over the fucking continents now that you can go kill for like mounts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of shit going on. There's
good.
also apparently a trillion fucking bugs that have been released with this patch.
Oh no.
That like YouTubers are just shitting all over. So it's been received with mixed reception.
Yeah.
Like the game's a buggy mess right now. You're selling a $90 fucking mount on your store page, which I bought, by the way. It's great fucking value.
Yeah, I think it's
bought
great.
it. It's great value. And I probably put fucking 500 hours since The War Within came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are just bitching about it. Other people are like, yeah, it's a really cool way to just level alts.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing, so.
Yeah.
Or level main accounts too, right?
That's right, Tiggy.
Well, yeah, you'll get. So I have 35 bonus XP. You'll get 20% bonus XP. And then once you get that first character to 80,
Well,
get
you can
25.
actually get if you put on war mode, you get you could put the level. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I mean, I forget you get one of
Yep.
those. And if you put war mode on, it's an extra 10%.
Yep. I
So-
forgot about War Mode.
What's war mode? For
War
those-
mode-
I know obviously, but some of the
Yeah,
listeners
war
probably
mode.
don't.
Yeah, no, of course. War mode enables world PvP. So it basically you're putting yourself at risk for for a 10% experience boost, and there's also additional loot and quests that spawn that are world PvP related. So you're basically allowing yourself to be vulnerable to those who also have war mode on. But
No,
if you
stop, I'm so vulnerable.
oh no, stop it, please!
Stop, I'm killing sheep.
My little hooves.
I'm just in the woods killing boars for 2 XP.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But then you would get 10% extra XP. But I think like most people have farmed their like alts enough and have like leveled enough alts where there's no longer people that are like griefing the starting areas, for people that have war mode on. And like even when I leveled up my druid, like I have 3 level 80s and I'm pretty happy with that. I might level up a 4th, maybe a 5th during this event. I don't even know how long it lasts.
I'm going for a dozen. Maybe a baker's dozen.
Yeah, I might level up. Like I also wanted to try a monk tank, but I know that those are probably the most complicated ones in the game. So
Hold on. Let me explain. Once you get to the end game, there's nothing else to do.
yeah,
The end game is just heroic raiding.
yeah.
That's all I have left. That's
Also,
it.
I think
For my main character, that's all I have left is
yeah,
heroic raiding.
and I think the leveling experience is fun. I don't think that it's I think it's fun to just rip through some quests, and especially if you're playing like a tank class or a big AoE class, like it's fun to just like mow through mobs and like just kind of mindlessly do stuff because you already got the story, you know, you kind of already know what's going on. And I agree. I mean, I have no, you know, and then it's like, hey, otherwise it's like you focus on crafting or you focus on leveling your like brand stuff up for delves. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some other activities to do, but it's just kind of a matter of like what you're prioritizing. And honestly, I mean, I don't see a reason not to level up a bunch of alts because eventually there's going to be a catch-up zone, and not to be confused with a mustard zone, but there is always a catch-up zone that will drop extremely high-level gear, like in like 3 to 6 months. We're going to get one of those. And it's going to be like, ooh, there's always an extra one. There's like 4 or 5 zones at launch, and then there's the 6th one. And they'll be like, oh, this is where, you know, everything is coming to a point. This is where the next raid's going to be. And for all your alts to catch up everybody to one thing, all these dailies are going to drop super fat gear for you to catch up on. And they always do that. So it's at least worth it to get your characters leveled so that you can spend the next raid tier figuring out what classes you like to play, figuring out what playstyle is, you know, working for you. And also, they just implemented a ton of changes into a lot of different classes. So now's a great time to play because I don't think we're going to see any big sweeping changes for a good long while now.
Apparently, Blackrock Depths normal mode is equivalent to heroic Nerebar Palace.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, that raid was pretty beefy back in the day, so I'm not surprised at that. Welcome back. But no, I've been having a great time with it. I haven't done Blackrock Depths yet. I would love to do that to completion. That'd be great. I would love to get BRD done. I did it during the 20th anniversary, I think. They did Molten Core and Blackrock Depths, I think. But I think this is like a remastered version of it, right? Like they added...
Yeah, it is.
They like updated a bunch of models and mechanics and stuff, and
they retuned the bosses. They've adjusted mobs. You know, it's scaled up to like actual raid tier difficulty.
That's cool because
there's a lot of shit they did to it.
That's cool because like Ulduar and what was the other and Black Temple that they've done in the last like month or two for time walking raids have just been like a stomp, like you just run right through it. Yep. But I'm glad that this is actually difficult. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to do it. I think Friday we're doing BRD.
Ooh.
Or tomorrow we're doing BRD. I think we have to start on normal. Like you
gotta like unlock it.
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. And then Saturday night, I think we're going for the Queen kill.
Okay, all right.
I'm so fucking ready. One of my friends has moved to Colorado. Supposed to have a going away party, but they changed the start time from 6 o'clock to 8 fucking p.m. And Daddy's gonna raid at 7.
How good of a friend?
I'll go visit him in Colorado.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what's crazy about being an adult with an adult job? I can afford fucking vacations.
It's very true.
Don't take them, but I can afford them.
That's very true. We just booked like 2, so I'm pumped about that. Getting some more passport stamps, baby. Get me the fuck out of here. Daddy needs to get out of town. Anyway, but yeah, all in all, great time to start playing. Great time to continue playing.
Wait, Tiggy, what are you gonna? What class are you play?
I know. What is going on, dude? Are you gonna play WoW yet or what?
I mean, listen, I know you bought the game. If you're gonna play, now is the time to play. You go. What happens is you start in Exile's Reach. You get to level 10, fucking a quarter of the way through it. Whenever you end up in Stormwind or Orgrimmar, you just go to the Caverns of Time. You do, and then do all that shit there, and you just level super fast.
Level up. Can I do this on War mode?
Yes. I don't think you can in Exile's Reach. I think you have to be level 20.
You got to be level 10 or 20. It's either 10 or 20. It's 20 because that's when you can queue for PvP shit.
Yeah, so you get out of Exile's Reach. You go, once you end up in Orgrimmar or Stormwind, you go to the Cavern of Time. Do the fucking the weekly world quest, so you get the bonus 10 XP, 10% XP again. You'll have 30%. And then You just level,
do
and then
that.
you're there.
I can do that. I can grind. I have the game downloaded. I'm looking at these packs that just came out are available and stuff, and they look kind of cool. I don't know any of the lore. I don't know any of the history, but
First thing to do. Buy the $90 Brontosaurus
Yep.
auction house mount. That's the very first thing.
Facts.
Okay. Before I pay
Facts.
for the subscription, buy the $90 Brontosaurus.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Step 1 done. Sounds good.
That's it. And then play the game.
And then play the game. And then I
Yeah,
can
but
finally play the
what
game.
class are you going to be? We haven't figured this out. What class?
So I want to be. I think I kind of mentioned it a little bit ago when I first downloaded the game, which is probably a month and a half ago. I want to play almost like an Eric Cartman-like character. I think that'd be very funny. You know, I want to look like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, and I want to be swinging my big axe and just something shouting and doing all that. I think that'd be.
So you want to play a warrior?
A Fury Warrior.
Yeah.
Or an Arms Warrior. Arms Warrior has bigger weapons.
Yeah, Arms Warrior can have... Well, Fury, I think, is one two-handed weapon. Arms Warrior is two one-handed weapons. So it's either dual-wielding or, like, one big weapon. And then there's Protection Warrior, which is sword and board. You know, you got a one-hander and a shield. So, yeah, make yourself like a Dwarf Warrior. That was exactly what Cartman had. And you'll love it. It's great. You just literally roll your face on the keyboard. Or you could do a Paladin. Paladin is also a big weapon.
Red Paladin is fucking broken right now.
Ret is
Or
busted.
You could be a Frosty K like me, also broken right now.
But I think in terms of like skill ceiling, or like the skill that it takes to actually like get the most out of it, Paladin is definitely the easiest. Warrior is probably intermediate, and then like the skill ceiling for DK is pretty hard. I think it's pretty high. So I think you really need to like sweat hard to like get the most out of it.
Dude, I literally,
I know you do.
I put a fucking sweatband across my forehead, and I am sweating at my desk when we pull.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. There's a lot going on.
Kenny's over there in his fucking Fury Warrior, just fucking tapping away, tapping away, song playing in the background, not a care in the fucking world.
Well, I need something that I'm tanky because I'm gonna misclick. I'm going to be out of position.
Well, that's the whole thing.
need
Is the
some
survivability?
take some damage.
The survivability too is a big one. So, for Warrior, that's the whole thing. Is like you have skills that make you too angry to die, and you also have skills that will allow you to like fight through the pain and like absorb damage and shit like that. Like that's the whole idea.
There's also Havoc Demon Hunter if you want to go like.
He can't until he has a max level. You can't roll a Demon Hunter until you have a max level character.
I see.
Because it's a hero class.
Well,
Actually, wait. Yeah, you might not even be able to do that with. You might not even be able to do that with Death Knight either. You might have to have a.
No. That's not true because we have somebody in our guild who has never played the fucking game before who's a Havoc Demon Hunter.
Oh, so then they must have changed it because that used to be the case.
Way.
That used to be the case.
Because, and listen, Merloni, if you listen to this, I know you don't. Like the guy, he's never played the game before, and he's a Demon Hunter.
Well, I mean, I know we got Call of Duty coming out like tomorrow anyway, so I'm sure that this is all just fucking just talk from Tiggy. But I'm trying to arrange the little thermometer on the stream right now because I wanted to give you guys a little like fundraising update as to where we are, and also I wanted to discuss kind of like what we're doing because we did promise you guys that we were going to do some challenges, and we are not going to fall short on this. But I do want to make sure that I have a good understanding of where we are. So if I've looked distracted at all during this podcast, it's because I've been crunching numbers. So as of right now, we are almost at the $800 mark for the fundraiser. And now the guys and I have discussed a few different areas that we can add some challenges. So these are the challenges that we discussed, and we can edit these. We haven't exactly nailed everything down just yet, but we are currently about here. So right now, as it currently stands, we owe you guys a community game night. Dom and Tiggy got to do a little charity 5K, and we'll document it. I don't know if I'm like even good at running enough yet to like film myself while I do it, but I will do it. I'll put my fucking phone on a bleacher somewhere and just run around the track 16 times until I get to 3 miles. Or I'll just do an audio only Twitch live stream from my phone, and you can just hear me fucking huff and puff the entire time. I don't even know how to document that, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Bob's got to rip some t-shirts again. That was the $500 mark. And I think we're just shy of a little karaoke night live stream. So I'm going to have to drag Bob out to the Hong Kong or something like that and watch him do Fergalicious on karaoke. You know, we'll get a couple teriyaki sticks.
I will never go to Hong Kong again.
Then you can pick a karaoke place that we can go to. Or we can go sing in the park. You know, we'll set up a karaoke machine and we can do Fergalicious out there.
Hold on. There has to be like a karaoke game that exists.
I'm sure there's like some places in Marco's neck of the woods that have karaoke stuff too. And there are some of those gaming district places that have karaoke and also gaming there. So
SingStar do you have to pay for SingStar?
Almost definitely.
I'm just thinking of ways. Oh fuck. I'm just thinking of ways, from the streaming aspect of it. How the fuck are we gonna stream at somewhere else?
I'll just probably I will film you.
Right from the phone.
Kiss me through the phone.
Yeah. Mwah.
That's the first song.
100%. 100%. We'll do picture. You know. So yeah, we're almost there. Just
That
stuff to
and
think about.
24-hour stream. 24 hour
24-hour stream. Bob has agreed to go into a public place like a park and set up a table that says I will argue with anyone about anything. Maybe we find a way to donate finagle some donations there too.
What if we make it video game related? What if we make it I will argue video game knowledge with anybody?
I feel like, well, you always say I'll argue about anything with anyone at any time. I think you put an asterisk on it and say if it's about politics, you need to donate $10 to the jar, or if it's something annoying.
Yes, okay.
If it's something annoying, then you need to do, or inflammatory. Something annoying or inflammatory is $10 donation required.
Yep.
If it's beer
if
mile,
and if it's video game related, you get a koozie.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. Boom. Me and Tiggy will do a beer mile. I've never done a beer mile before, and I'm dreading it.
Tiggy do one.
Notoriously very good at them. I think he still owes his league a beer mile anyway, so maybe we kill two birds with one stone here. I don't know. I don't know if that's against the word.
I do, and that'll be being done next weekend. So.
All right. Well, if we raise $800 by next weekend, then we'll get there. And then the last one that we have there is us doing the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Challenge. Again,
I'll get through 3 wings, and then you guys will get the rest.
Well, Bob, you could do you can do guess my game questions or something while we do it.
Okay.
Yep. One wing additional question.
It'll be community guess my game.
Yeah, but we have to go fast because I think the idea is to bang through those as quickly as possible. And yeah. So that's it. So we're at almost $800 right now. Please give from your heart if you haven't already donated. If you haven't already bought a charity hoodie or T-shirt, you can do that still at orchid8.com. You can donate directly, and it's all great. Rockin' said one chip challenge Tiggy edition. So fun fact, since a guy died the same year that we did it, they don't do that anymore. Pocky doesn't even do the one chip challenge anymore. So this is the next closest thing to it. Because Tiggy and I don't live in the same state, so we can just both get takeout, or we can just go live stream from a Buffalo Wild Wings. The closest B-dubs to me has 3 people in it max at all times, so I don't think they're going to care if I live stream it there.
Mine might be a little more populated, but I don't care who sees me eating wings live
Yeah,
streamed.
that's true. Exactly. Yeah, I have no shame.
But it's you guys have to think of the logistics of how are we going to stream these things.
They have Wi-Fi there.
On the phone. The phone. I'll hook
Okay,
it
but
up.
it's not. We're not going to have like headphones in talking to each other.
Oh no, it's gonna be chaos. I mean, I'm gonna be screaming anyway. You're not gonna. I'm gonna be screaming as my taste buds are singed off. My tongue's numb just thinking
This is
about it.
fucking. You guys don't think of the logistics behind this shit. I have to think of the logistics.
That's true. I don't. I mean, I live streamed myself on Facebook last night, drinking a bottle of wine as a fancy punishment, and I couldn't stop until I finished the bottle of wine. No logistics there. There was no agenda. I
Damn.
was stuck there for an hour and a half, babbling on about nothing.
That's fucking crazy. What kind of wine was it?
A little Chardonnay, a little 2022
Ooh,
Chardonnay
buttery.
from the great state of California. It was terrible and brutal, but here we are.
Buttery. Love it. Yeah, I think, ultimately we can figure it
I'm
out.
getting roasted right now. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I mean-
it's not super easy to stream all this shit through.
Bob's acting like they're on fucking millions of streamers that get bajillions of views just with their cell phone walking through a mall.
The problem is they're not doing an interactive call with other people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once again,
It'd be me and you on one end and Tiggy on the other end, and there has to be a form of communication between those two ends. You listen, everybody in chat, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
No, but it'll be the same as this. Well, Bob, you're going to have to be the one running behind the stream. We just put our cameras up and we are videoing ourselves in Discord, just like now.
And you can co-stream, I think, on
Yeah.
Twitch too. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if Tiggy went live on his personal, I'm pretty sure you can just do it at the same time. I'm almost positive you can, like, co-stream with people or something like that.
Why don't you think we need a co-stream? Bob would just host the stream. Me and you are at our locations, camera on like this, but instead of our setups, it's from our phone. So we'd be able to see everything, and Bob would push the stream from the Discord call.
So then I'm also not at Buffalo Wild Wings.
You are not above.
I can't even get you to to come outside in general. So, I mean, you're not coming to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I would like to. I listen. If we're going, I would like to do it there. If we're gonna do it there, I would like to be present to do it there. You just
All
have to
right.
bring. Your
So then we'll get
laptop, or we're gonna
Steve.
have to
That's
fucking-
fine.
Yeah.
Or we can get
We're gonna
Steve.
have to figure it out from there.
They can help us. We can, like, get Steve to be he'll be who's the person behind the computer for Spider-Man. What's that? That's like the whole plot. That's like the whole subplot of Spider-Man Homecoming. It's like the guy behind the computer.
Hacker Man from Kung Fury.
Yeah. Instagram invites you. Yeah, we can definitely figure it out. But anyway, worst case scenario, we pre-record it and we smash it together or something. But first we need to raise like $1,200 before we even think about that. So, and we have like a week to do it. So if anybody wants to pull $1,200 out of their ass, it's going to make us very busy for the next month, and I'm more than happy to do it. So this is our promise to you. Runway for Recovery is a phenomenal charity. I'm more than happy to personally attest to that, and more than happy to answer any questions that people have about the charity, because I've interfaced with pretty much all of their leadership and their founders, and they're all fantastic women, and they're making a difference in a lot of people's lives. My mom's included. So, yeah, that's all we got. But let's listen to some voicemail, shall we?
Need advice? Pick up that phone and talk to
All right.
your dad.
617-701-7678, the WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line. Leave us a voicemail. We'll listen to it live on the show. We got one voicemail. It's from Coleman. What do you got?
Hey boys, Coleman here. I want to drop a voicemail this week as Halloween is upon us. I've got a little Halloween themed question for you guys tonight. What was the first horror movie that you ever watched, and what was the most recent horror movie you've ever watched? First horror movie I ever watched was, I think it was called Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I saw it when I was 5 years old, and I was absolutely terrified that the clowns were going to come out of the bathtub faucet after me. And the most recent horror movie that I watched was the new Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie. I just got around to watching that. It was actually pretty good. I hope you guys have a great Halloween. Enjoy the festivities. Leave good candy out for the kids, and love you guys as always.
Thanks, Coleman. Before I think I'm going to forget it, so before I forget it, first horror movie I ever watched was Pet Sematary. I remember like it was around Halloween time, and my uncle had it on the TV, and he was like, "Oh, this movie's great! You guys gotta watch it." We were like 10, and I literally had nightmares about it for like 5 years, to the point where I don't know, it wasn't 5 years, but like I had nightmares about it for the next couple weeks, and to the point where my mother like yelled at my uncle and was like, why would you show them this movie?" And yeah, that was scary as fuck. The most recent horror movie I've watched was probably 10 years ago. I have no idea. I don't watch horror movies, but I don't know. It's probably a Saw movie. I like the Saw movies plot wise, just for the plot. The last one that I watched like intentionally was like Cabin in the Woods, which is not really like a horror movie. It's more like a thriller. But yeah. Tiggy, what about you?
Yeah, not a huge horror movie fan myself. My first one I watched was a little one called Jeepers Creepers, and it is absolutely.
What were you fucking 19 when you watched it?
No. I was young. I was like, I was probably like under 12. Probably. I went to my friend's house, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna watch the Jeepers Creepers," and it's like this freaking bat thing flying everywhere, and it's. What's very scary about that movie is you don't really get a good look at like the thing, you know what I mean? Like Jeeper, I don't know if it's Jeeper or the Creeper, I don't know, but you don't really get a good look at him the entire time, so it's very suspenseful. I was terrified of that movie, terrified. Oh, and it has the famous intro where it's like going down a winding road, and then someone comes in front of the skyscraper, and it gets a lot of people. So fantastic intro to that. Most recent one, I would say, love a good Saw movie. Saw movies, I don't even know if those are horror movies. Those are kind of like just sick thrillers. Oh, fantastic. But I would say The Strangers. The Strangers I like a lot, and that's probably the most recent one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Bert, as our horror expert, what do you got?
I don't know what the first horror movie is that I've ever watched, but I can tell you the first horror movie that ever truly scared the shit out of me when I was a wee babe. I remember the night. It was Christmas Eve. My family was throwing a massive party at my house, and they were like, "Hey, shit stain, go in the back room, go watch TV. Here's all the fucking candy and food you could ever need. We're gonna be getting drunk out here.
Fair.
Leave us alone."
Fair.
So I went into the back room, and on one channel, Chucky was on. That movie scarred me for life because I was probably like 6 at the time when I saw it. Scarred me for life. But another movie came on called It's Alive, a movie about a killer demonic baby. And just seeing the little like rubbery plastic demon baby sprint across a floor on all fours to kill somebody scared the shit out of me. That was the first movie that truly scared me. Let's see. And it's a good thing I catalog all the horror movies that I watch now, so I can tell you exactly what the last horror movie is. Stream. It's called Stream. It came out this year. It was created by the same people who created the Terrifier franchise.
Oh, is that the one with the scary looking clown?
Yep, Art the Clown. So the same people made a different movie. It's called Stream. It's more of like a group slasher, but it's a family goes on vacation to a newly opened or renovated hotel. There is a big organization that does like a live stream of killers going into these places and murdering people live on the stream. Very gory, very bloody. Pretty good overall. Ran a little too long, but good, fun B slasher movie.
Hey, I mean, there you go. You got some recommendations there. We got some, little walk down scary, spooky memory lane.
And also, I notate every horror movie that I've been watching every month since like March, I think. And I've been trying to regularly post my rankings from each month on Twitter. So go follow my Twitter and you'll see some of them.
All right, so let's try.
I watch fucking
too many.
The latest shit that comes out that's great and fucking fantastic, to older movies that I never watched previously that are in like the horror zeitgeist that I need to watch, all the way to movies that nobody should watch.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Cool. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Love to see the chat active, and love to see the questions, the voicemails, everything like that. Make sure that you donate to the charity. Go to orchid8.com, get some charity merch, or you can donate directly via Twitch or via our PayPal. So yeah, if you just hit the tip jar, anything that goes to the tip jar is going to be go straight to the charity, and we'll tally that all up at the end of the month, make a donation, and make some people happy. So thank you all, and appreciate you. Tiggy, what do you got?
Not much. Yep. Just reiterate everything you just said. A little bit of time. I would love to do an extra beer mile too. I would love to do it, and I'm a little hungry for some chicken wings. So that'd be fantastic to see. Excited. Worlds coming up Friday night, Saturday morning is going to be the China game. Korea match on Sunday again at 5 a.m. for me. Woohoo!
So 8 a.m. for us. Wait, what time is it for us?
Yeah, 8 a.m. for you guys. Over
Okay,
there,
hell
so.
yeah.
Not bad.
8
not
a.m.
bad.
for you guys, 5 a.m. for the West Coast. And shout out, friend of the program, friend of real life, Michael Grove, and the Dodgers entering the World Series.
He's back.
So he's back. He's in the picture. He's in the bug dog. He's so hopefully we'll see him in the bullpen coming out there on the big show, the big stage, striking out Aaron Judge like he has before in the past. So
Love
it's going to
that.
be a great week. Shout out him and shout out you guys. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bert?
Shout out to everybody who tuned in on Monday during the Hollow Body stream. Raised like $30 that day. We did it was like a cool fucking interactive, very chat focused stream where every dollar somebody donated, they got to pick the next song. And then for like the majority of it, we were just sitting there like, damn, great fucking choice. Damn, this fucking playlist is sick. Damn, you guys know what you're fucking doing. Good. It's good. Next time I stream, we're going to keep doing that. From now on, when I stream, I think we'll just keep doing stuff like that. Granted, I don't really need to sit there and like super investigate the story of the game that I'm playing. It's a Silent Hill clone. I kind of understand the premise of it. So, granted, Hollow Body, very good game. Very short, though. I'm pretty sure I'm almost done with it. And keep donating. Keep fucking donating. Come on. We've had some big fucking years. Let's make this another one.
I totally agree. I couldn't agree more, and I simply will not belabor the point. There's a great cause in front of us, and there's lots of time left to donate and get involved. So get some merch before you wish that you did. And once again, we appreciate everybody who has supported and continues to support. Be on the lookout for more charity streams. We're going to do some more of those before the month is over, and then obviously we got some challenges to catch up on too. Maybe we'll rip some shirts next week, and hey, we gotta record a little 5K too. I've been getting the juices flowing. I got myself a new running watch and everything, and I've been getting. I'm still feeling a little sluggish out there, but got to do it before it's like 10 degrees in the morning.
Yeah, I've been seeing you on the Strava. You're pushing it.
I'm trying. I feel like
Is anyone checking out my fucking Peloton scores? Fuck.
You posted to Strava.
yeah, post it on Strava,
No.
and then we'll
What?
download Strava and then link your Peloton thing, and then we'll give you a like.
Can you actually do that?
Yeah,
I'll give you massive kudos.
of course you can. We'll give you so many kudos. You'll get at least 2 kudos from us every single time.
I want more.
That's all. I mean, well, we can't give you any more than that, but I'm sure the people will. But yeah, we'll add us on Strava. I have like 5 friends. It's great. All right, cool. Thank you so much. We love you. Episode 411. It's not another gaming podcast. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Make sure that you donate. We love you so much, and we'll see you next week.